Graves, sophomore Ruthie Hebbard, and sophomore Sabrina Ionescu. Same process as with the others. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Graves.
First and foremost, I do want to congratulate Minnesota on a great season. I've had a chance to get to know Coach Stallings well over the last several months, and impressed with her, respect her a lot, respect her team. They were a lot of fun to prepare for because I love the way they play. I like that fast-paced, and that's a team that is going to continue, and a program that's continue to get better and better. So I congratulate them on that great season. It had to have been a fun game for a fan to watch. It wasn't always fun for a coach to watch. But I thought that first half, especially in the first quarter, was, I mean, that's high-level offensive basketball. It was, I'm sure, a lot of fun to play, too. I remember at the media timeout second quarter, we talked about just the first team to make a 3-minute defensive stand was going to separate themselves from the others, and that's what we did to end the half. I don't think they scored 2 points after that media timeout and had no threes. So and that's kind of where we separated from them. And then when you're down and you don't play a lot of kids, it was uphill for them in the second half, and we just continued to, I think, play just really, really well. I'm proud of this group. I thought that was a great effort and a fun crowd, and I really appreciate all the support we got this week from the Eugene fans. I thought, especially our students, they were on point tonight.
Questions for the Oregon student athletes? Ryan?
Sabrina, are you pleased that you guys made it look easy against a good team tonight, especially after the first quarter?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem easy, and it definitely didn't feel easy. They were a great team, and we knew exactly what they were going to come out and do. They shot the ball as well as anyone that we've played this year, and I think last year. But it was nice to see that I think we played well. We pushed the ball well, our posts did well, and we adjusted to them in that first quarter and ended up getting the win late.
Andrew?
Minnesota's players said they felt like that final 3 minutes of the second quarter, they relaxed defensively, and obviously they didn't score that time. What do you feel like was the difference in that 16-0 run between the end of the first half and early third quarter?
Like you said, they kind of relaxed defensively. We got the ball inside a lot, so that was really nice to see. And just everyone playing great defense, getting the passing lanes, getting steals, all worked really well for us in the last little bit.
Jonathan?
Sabrina, you said the other day that you just only score when you need to. Was tonight one of those nights where you felt like you kind of had to, especially early on when both teams were going back and forth?
The ball went, through the basket today for me. But it was just kind of in the flow of the game. I mean, people were getting me the ball in the position for me to score, which was nice to see. And then Ruthie played well inside. I was getting her the ball and vice versa. So, yeah.
Good
job, Sabrina.
Sabrina, the one three-pointer right at the end of the half, did you know it was a foul? I saw Kelly do it, but
I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't an and one because I missed the free throw. So I'm still bummed about that. But I knew it was a foul. She kind of came. 2 people came, I think. And I wasn't sure if they were going to end up calling it, but they did.
Any other questions for the Oregon student athlete? Warren?
For both Ruthie and Sabrina, just talk about this. This is your second consecutive season that you've gone into the Sweet 16 now. Just again, what does that mean to you guys to be there again?
I mean, it's a great feeling, and I'm really happy for the team. I think we worked really hard this whole season, so we definitely deserve it, and I'm excited for the next round.
Yeah, just to go along with what Ruthie said, I think it's pretty awesome, and I think our coaches saw that we were going to be able to accomplish this when they recruited us. But now it's another 2-game tournament that we're going into in Spokane, and we're going to play like we've been playing and hopefully get 2 wins there.
Rob?
From the sideline, Sabrina has nights like this. I think maybe the Stanford game a couple weeks ago was like that, where it just seems like she's kind of all in one. Do you get that sense within the flow of a game too, or do you ever differentiate her mood, her level of competitiveness?
I mean, she's super competitive. I try to match her competitiveness. It's always fun when we're both playing well and having fun and laughing. So, I mean, she's a great player. She does it pretty much every night. She has a great attitude, and I just try to match that.
So personally, it's going to be pretty neat, especially for my family too. But professionally, I'm just excited because we have a chance to, move on and like Sabrina said, win another 2-game tournament. you know, I would like to think that we can get some Duck fans there because it's relatively close, and I'd like to think that a lot of the Zag fans will cheer for the Ducks too, and so we can kind of make that a little home court for us like it was here.
Andrew.
Coach, the last two teams you beat in the tournament, both said that they would be shocked if you did not make, this team did not make the Final Four. What level do you think your team is playing at right now?
All I know is we've won 2 and we got a chance to win a 3rd. So that's all I can think of. I mean, yeah, I think we're a talented team, and you know, and we're really starting to put it together. You know, I talk sometimes about defense in here, but the reality is we're really playing good defense. You know, our last 6 games going into tonight, teams were averaging 52 points a game against us, and included in those 6 are 4 NCAA tournament teams. So tonight, even though they got 73, they got a few late. I thought when we needed to play good defense, we did. And so I'm really proud of this group. So if we can continue to defend and play offensively like we are, who knows? You know, who knows? But I do know we got one more game.
Lexi and how critical she's been to this team. Looking back earlier in the year, how beneficial was it to go through those couple weeks where she was out and you had to find other players to step up?
Well, I wish she didn't go out. You know, we always want our players to be healthy, but, you know, yes, you can get something out of it. I thought Satu became a more focal point of our team. You know, everybody else had to kind of step up a little bit, gave them maybe a little additional experience. But I think most importantly, it gave us a real lift when she came back. I thought mentally it really helped us. So if we had to lose her for a little bit so that we could gain that momentum down the stretch, maybe that was a good thing. But I personally really love Lexi Bando. I mean, I do. She's, you know, it's been love-hate from time to time. I mean, she's a tough-minded kid. And early on, you know, we had issues like every player and coach. But I have really come to appreciate her a lot, and I think she does me. So I'm going to miss her. I hope we play at least 4 more games together.
Rob.
Sabrina referred to the fact that when you recruited these guys, you know, you hoped maybe they had this kind of potential, but 2 Sweet 16s in 2 years. Can you just speak to that and kind of the path this group has been on the last couple of years?
I thought you did a really good job in your article talking about how that the fingernail, you know, it's funny in this business how close winning and losing, how close it is sometimes together. By Ruthie getting just a finger on that block shot, we beat Temple. If we don't beat Temple, we obviously don't play Duke, and we don't beat Maryland, and guess what? We're not in the top 10. We don't have the same kind of confidence going into the season. I knew once we got to the Elite Eight with everybody back and some high-profile players that we were going to get that kind of attention, and so, you know, it's funny. It's a fine line. Last year we were just there for the ride, enjoying it. Hopefully we're still enjoying it, but it's different. You know, now there's a little more added pressure, expectations externally, but. Yeah, I think it's incredible what this group has done in 2 seasons.
Sky, on the back.
For the Pac-12 championship game,
Yeah.
You mentioned that you saw maybe a little twinkle in Sab's eye before the game. Did you see anything in her tonight?
Yeah, you guys, she's dialed in. She's rock solid. I mean, right now, she's I don't know what term I would use, but yeah, she is. Well, I can't use killer.
Don't use that.
She's just a great basketball player right now, and a good leader, and she's doing it all right. I think there's extra motivation going on there, and it's sure fun to watch.
Aaron.
Coach, something you talked about wanting to improve on earlier in the season was playing a full 40 minutes and closing out the game. It seems like the team has turned that corner in the last 6 or so games. What's been the difference?
I think a team that's maturing. I think a team that is driven by great leadership with these two. I mean, these two, they played a great game tonight. What were they, like 21 of 28 combined? It starts with the top. When Sabrina's locked in like that, everybody else follows. And, you know, it's something that we focused on. We talked about, you know, you got to recognize what you don't do well so that you can get better at it. And so we've done that. I'm again, really proud of them.
Warren.
Coach Stallings talked about she hasn't seen ball movement like you guys. She likened you to UConn in the way of ball movement. Talk about maybe how much of a weapon that is for you guys, and maybe I'd like to hear you Talk about Sabrina's last shot before the half, the 4-point play. She was pretty upset she didn't make the free throw.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's who she is. I think we recruit unselfish players. First of all, we recruit skilled players. Players that all have the ability to pass and dribble and shoot. And then we just run a system that is, it's freelance. There's no question about it. We just let them play. They don't look over the sideline very often for plays. I just think they understand. They understand how to play the game, and they're very unselfish, and we space the floor well. And so passing is just one of those things that we value. I think it's the most underrated skill in basketball, yet I think it's the most important skill. And what I like about our team is when they score a basket, if you notice, every time they make a basket, they will point to the person that passed them the ball. And I think that helps build culture. It helps build the, that team aspect. And so, yeah, we value the pass.
Time for two more. Rick?
Can I ask what has surprised you most about this team so far?
I just think the rapid development of all these young kids. These two seem like they've been here forever. They're just sophomores, and they continue to get better and better, and Satu gets better. So I like that they come in and they work hard. If you come to one of our practices, I think you'd really appreciate the fact that they enjoy what they do. And so I think they play better because of that. They don't dread coming to practice. And you can ask them when I'm not standing there. And I enjoy going to practice. There are a lot of coaches right now that hate it. And I just think this is the synergy that we have is unbelievable. And those that are around the program and see us on a daily basis or just a once-in-a-while basis comment on it. You come into our practice, and every player will come over and shake your hand if they don't know you. And thank you for coming. That's what they do, right? Some of you have been there. You've done it. And so anyway, yeah, I've just been impressed with their overall growth as a unit.
We'll take one more, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Coach, start of the year, Satu was a pretty raw talent. She tended to pick up fouls early in the game. What's it been like for you to watch her develop so extraordinarily over the course of a single season? Yeah,
well, she's still got a ways to go. And, sometimes with her it's and we have so many other weapons that she doesn't get all the touches that she might want, and we don't always get her in a position to be the most successful. But with her, the sky's the limit. She's going to continue to get better. I think she's a lot more confident shooting now. I mean, you can't leave her open. And then her straight line drives are getting better. She's starting to pull up a little bit on her jump shot. So little baby steps. She's got a big summer ahead of her, off season. We're going to really work on her game. Yeah. All right, thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.
Anybody going to Spokane? I hope some of you come. It's a nice town. And if you need crib notes, I'll tell you where to go. Where to eat, where not to eat.